Huzzah! And welcome to another episode of Minecraft Tutorials. And check this out. I actually made a new flat world in creative, and it spawned me with like this huge cross chunk of a world. So that's awesome. Anyway, so in this episode we're going to teach you everything as quickly as possible about how to brew potions in Minecraft, because this is one of the trickiest things because it has so many elements to it. But I'm going to go ahead and try and explain everything about it so you can be a master brewer in like 10 or 20 minutes after watching this video. So let's get into it. First thing you need when brewing anything is you need three things. Now first, you're going to need glass bottles, which are just made by making like a bucket with glass, and that'll give you 3 glass bottles. And you're going to need a cauldron, and you're going to need a brewing stand. Now a cauldron is made just like a minecart, except it's got 2 more pieces of iron at the top in a full U. And a brewing stand is just a blaze rod over 3 pieces of cobblestone, so you will have to have gone into the nether to start brewing potions. Now the way brewing works is you want to go ahead and take a bottle of water, or a bucket of water, and you want to pour it into this cauldron. Just right click on it, and now that cauldron is filled with water. Now after you do that, you can go ahead and take a glass bottle and right click 3 times, and that'll give you water bottles. Now water bottles are the basic starting point to brewing anything. Now this is the brewing stand setup. Now it looks a little difficult, but it's basically this. At the bottom is always going to be 3 bottles, because no matter what you put in the top, it's always going to be able to make 3 potions at once. Now to start off, there are a couple things you can put in to begin. So we'll start over here with the primary stuff. Now the first thing you can put in is a nether wart. Now if you put in nether wart, it will give you 3 bottles of awkward potion. This is the basic potion that will actually let you do something. First you get a water bottle, you add nether wart, and then from there you can make any potion you want. Now if instead you put in redstone or glowstone or a fermented spider eye, these 3 add extra effects after you make a potion. If you put in redstone, it'll give you a mundane potion. And a mundane potion really isn't useful for much. If you put redstone in right away, the only thing you can do with a mundane potion is turn it into a potion of weakness, which you don't want. You'll also get a mundane potion if you put in any of these other things, so you don't want to do that. If you put in glowstone dust, it'll give you a thick potion, and a thick potion can only be turned into a potion of weakness or a potion of extended weakness from that. Or if you put in a fermented spider eye, which if you don't know how to make is just a mushroom, sugar, and a spider eye, it gives you a fermented spider eye. That'll give you a potion of weakness, and the potion of weakness, again, that just turns into an extended potion of weakness or whatever. So you don't want to add these 3 to begin with. You want to add these 3 at the end to get a desired effect. What you do want to do is start by using nether wart. Now we can go ahead and put a piece of nether wart into the brewing stand, and we'll go ahead and show you how brewing works. So let's go ahead and put in a piece of nether wart, and that will begin brewing. So this thing on the left is just an animation. This thing on the right is actually telling you how far along it's going, and you'll see that after this nether wart is brewed, it will turn all 3 of these water bottles into an awkward potion. And an awkward potion is the starting point for making any potion. So there you are, you see we have an awkward potion and it says no effect, and then from there it gets fun. Here's where you can make whatever you want. So starting after the primary, you look at the secondary basic ingredients, and that is when you have an awkward potion, which you made from making nether wart and brewing it into a water bottle, you can use a golden carrot. And a golden carrot is you take a carrot and you take golden nuggets, and you get a nugget by taking a gold ingot, and you can just use it in your crafting recipe and it'll turn into 9 nuggets. Or you can kill zombie pigmen, which occasionally drop golden nuggets. You take a carrot and you surround it in the crafting bench with 9 pieces of gold nugget, and that'll turn it into a golden carrot, and that will give you a potion of night vision for 3 minutes. This is the basic potion of night vision. You take it, you hold down right click, your player will consume it, and then you'll have night vision, and it's pretty funky looking. So we can go ahead and eat this, and in the daytime it doesn't do anything, but if we go ahead and set the time to night, or let's do time add 5,000 or something. There you go. And you can see that nighttime doesn't really look like nighttime. It's still very lit up. Now we can get rid of that night potion by drinking some milk. And this will always cure any potion effects you have. And then you can see the difference. It's now much darker. So we'll go ahead and make it daytime. And let's go ahead and get back into this. So if you add magma cream, now magma cream is you take blaze powder. Now you remember you had a blaze rod, which you get from killing a blaze. You can just take that blaze rod and put it into a grafting bench. It'll turn into blaze powder. And you use that with a slime ball. That together will give you magma cream. You can also get magma cream by killing magma cubes in the nether, and that'll give you a potion of fire resistance for 3 minutes, your basic potion of fire resistance, and this will make you immune to fire. You pop one of these, your player will have fire resistance, and now you can walk through lava. You can't be affected by fire. If you add sugar, it'll give you a potion of swiftness. You'll run faster for 3 minutes. If you use a glistening melon, and a glistening melon is just, you take a slice of watermelon and you just add 1 gold nugget. It'll give you a glistening melon, and that'll turn into a potion of instant health. If you take a potion of instant health and consume it, it'll heal 3 hearts of health right away. Doesn't affect your hunger, just gives you health. If you use a spider eyes are always bad. It'll give you a potion of poison for 45 seconds. A potion of poison for 45 seconds. 45 seconds of time is enough to bring your character down to half a heart, and maybe kill you if you're in a harder difficulty. That's your basic secondary stuff. You have some advanced secondary stuff, which are much more difficult to get. You have the gas tier, which is a potion of regeneration. The potion of regeneration with the gas tier is 45 seconds of healing, so you will constantly heal health for 45 seconds. You have the fermented spider eye, which if you add, again, to the awkward potion, it'll give you a potion of weakness. Potion of weakness for 1:30, and a potion of weakness makes you more immune to damage, I'm pretty sure. So you take more damage from everything. Or maybe you deal more damage, I'm not 100% sure. And then blaze powder. If you had blaze powder, it gives you a potion of strength. This allows you to deal more damage for 3 minutes. So those are the secondary things. So that's the second thing you add. First, you put your water bottle into here. You put 3 water balls in. You add nether wart, and that'll give you your awkward potion. And then you add any of these things after that, and you should have 3 awkward potions. That'll turn it into 3 potions of weakness or potion of fire resistance, whatever. After that, you can add a 3rd ingredient, and the 3rd ingredient is typically either redstone, glowstone, or a fermented spider eye, and these each have different effects. So if you have redstone, you can see these are all the potions that we had at the beginning, right? You have these 5 that you got from those ingredients. You have this from gas tiers, this from corrupted spider eye, and the strength from blaze powder. Now if we add glowstone or redstone to these, you'll see what happens. Now redstone typically increases the duration of these effects. So if you have a potion and you want to make it last longer, put it into a brewing stand, add redstone, it'll make it last longer. General rule of thumb. So you see we have the potion of night vision, 3 minutes. We add redstone, it'll give us a potion of night vision for 8 minutes. We add it to the fire resistance, 8 minutes. Swiftness, 8 minutes. Instant health just gives you 3 hearts, so redstone doesn't have an effect on it. Then you have the potion of poison, which will take it from 45 seconds to 2 minutes. Regeneration, which will take it from 45 seconds to 2 minutes. Weakness up to 4 minutes, and strength up to 8 minutes. Now, that's simple enough, right? You take your nether wart. My smoke alarm's going off. You take your nether wart and you turn it into the potion that you want to use, and then if you want to make it last longer, you just add redstone and that'll extend it. Basic stuff. Now what glowstone does, if you add glowstone to something, will make it more potent, right? Which means it'll have more of an effect. Now, if you have glowstone and you add it to something that's already been extended, it'll just turn it back into the original thing. So you see that we start with night vision. If we add redstone, it'll give us night vision for 8 minutes. If we add glowstone, it'll turn it back into night vision for 3 minutes. Fire resistance, same thing. 3 minutes, you can extend it with redstone to 8 minutes. And if you add glowstone, it'll make it more potent, which really just reduces it down to 3 minutes of fire resistance. So you can always get back to your starting point if you wanted to. Now, we have tertiary glowstone. Now, some of these can actually be added to glowstone, and this will make them more powerful. Now, speed you have for 3 minutes. If you add glowstone dust, it'll reduce it to 1:30, but now you have speed 2. You run and move even faster for 1:30. Then you have instant health. Add glowstone 2, instant health 2. Instant health 2, let me just double check here, heals 6 hearts when you consume it, which is great. That's an amazing amount of hearts for something that doesn't even affect your hunger. Poison, 45 seconds. If you use the glowstone dust, will actually give you poison 2 for 22 seconds. And poison 2 is essentially the same thing. It it's long enough that it'll bring you down to half a heart. So, you know, there's not really a point to making that, since 45 seconds of poison will bring you down regardless. I think poison 2 might actually bring you down faster. It might take down your health faster than normal poison. Regeneration gets taken to regeneration 2, which makes it so you heal quicker for less amount of time. Weakness isn't affected, and strength isn't affected. Now, if you add redstone to these things, you'll see that speed 2 just turns into speed 1. Instant health 2 turns into instant health 1. All these things. You see it's extending the time that they affect, but it brings them just back to what it would happen if you had added redstone to begin with. Now, tertiary fermented spider eyes, of course, corrupts everything, makes it bad. That's what fermented spider eyes do. So your night vision, ironically, will actually turn into invisibility. That's how you make an invisibility potion. You add a fermented spider eye to night vision, and it'll give you 3 minutes of invisibility. If you wanted to, you could add redstone to that and give yourself 8 minutes of invisibility, because you know redstone increases the durability, the length that it works now. You have fire resistance, and if you add a fermented spider eye, it gives you slowness. Your character moves slower for 1:30, and if you add redstone, it'll extend that to slowness for 4 minutes. If you have swiftness, you can add the fermented spider eye, it'll give you slowness just as before. Add redstone, it'll give you slowness for 4 minutes just as before. Instant health, add the spider eye, instant damage. Instant damage does damage to your character, so if you consume an instant damage potion, it will, let me just check here. I don't know why I can't find this. Instant damage. Oh, sorry, Potion of Harming. It'll take 3 hearts away from your character. If you add Glowstone, that'll make it even more potent. Now you have instant damage too, and that'll take 6 hearts away from your character should you consume it. And then you have a Potion of Poison. If you add the fermented spider eye, actually makes it a Potion of Harming, just as before. Glowstone, and just as before, will give you damage too. Regeneration will give you weakness, which makes you more susceptible to damage. Add redstone, it will give you weakness for longer. And the same goes for a potion of weakness or a potion of strength. Will all turn into a potion of weakness and can all be extended to a potion of weakness for 4 minutes. There are a couple other things you can do with the fermented spider eye. If you have a potion of night vision and you add the fermented spider eye, it gives you invisibility. I just said that. Fire resistance or speed 2 will give you slowness for 4 minutes, and instant health 2 or poison 2 will give you instant damage 2. So this is the extended night vision, actually. So if you extend the night vision by adding redstone and change it from 4 minutes to 8 minutes, or 1:30 to 8 minutes, and then add the spider eye, it'll give you invisibility for 8 minutes. So you can change the order of that and it'll still work out. And then finally we have splash potions. Now splash potions, they work a little differently. So let's go ahead and give ourselves speed 2, and we have speed. So you can take any of these potions that you've made already, the ones that have effects, not mundane or awkward potions, and you can add gunpowder. Adding gunpowder changes into a splash potion. Now normally when you take a potion, you right click, you hold it down, your player consumes it like it's food, and then you get the effect, speed. But splash potions are, you just throw it down. Right click like a grenade, and it'll affect anything within the area. So now you can see I'm moving super quick because I have speed 2, which cancels out speed 1, and if I had a bunch of these, I could just keep throwing them and I could move super fast from one point to another. Not only is the benefit of this that you can make the potions of harming and the potions of instant health and the potions of poison, obviously you wouldn't want to eat those, but if you were to turn them into a splash potion, you could throw them at creepers and enemies and they would be affected by that, although some enemies are immune to it. Also, if you turn it into a splash potion, you can now use them in dispensers. Normally if you put a potion in a dispenser, it'll just pop out with the potion, but if you put it in a splash potion, it'll actually use the potion and cause an area effect with all that stuff. So, to recap, there is a list of things over here: the carrot, magma cream, sugar, glistening melon, spider eyes, gas tears, fermented spider eyes, and so on and so forth that you want to keep in your potion brewing area. After you get a cauldron, you want to put and make some water bottles. Put 3 water bottles into the brewing stand, put in nether wart, which can be grown, and then turn those into awkward potions. From there, add whatever you want to turn it into whatever potion you want. Watch this video again and you can recap everything. If you want to make it longer, you add redstone. If you want to make it more potent, you add glowstone. And if you want to corrupt the effect, then you add fermented spider eyes. And if you made something extended, like you made it from 4 to 8 minutes, but you don't want that, you can add glowstone, it'll change it back. And if you add glowstone to something, but you wanted to make it longer, add redstone, and it'll change it back. Other than that, guys, if, you know, go ahead, let me know in the comments if I missed anything. I'm sure I did. There's a bunch of combinations of things that you can do from here that you can go forward and back, but I wanted to make sure that I just covered how to make each and every potion so that you guys, you know, one way or another could make a potion that you wanted to make. So, that's been Minecraft Tutorials Potions. I hope this has been a lot of help to you guys. I know it's a very confusing subject. I hope I made this as straightforward and, you know, fast-paced as I could. And I hope this helped somebody out. So if it did help you out, or if you had fun watching, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. We do videos like this all the time. And I will see you guys next time. Peace!